Welcome to your Daily Revolution podcast. Today's topic, this is what you're missing. Pay attention. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Let's go! This is your daily revolution. Living prosperity, we show you how to do it. There's no luck about it, we got the strategic blueprint.
Oh, yeah, it's good to be with you guys here on another beautiful day in Florida. The ocean is beautiful. It is blue and green. Skies are blue, and I just want to say thanks for listening to the podcast. Thanks for choosing greatness. Thanks for making a commitment to be excellent, to develop and to grow yourself, and to become the leader you were meant to be. Listen, if this podcast makes a difference for you, all I ask is that you take a screenshot, tag me, send it to someone that needs to hear this, whether they're a husband, your spouse, your children, a business partner, a colleague. I send this out. That's the way I'd love to just get this message, this prosperity revolution to the world, because that's truly what this is about. Having a daily awakening, a daily revolution of prosperity, of possibility. All right, let's dive in. So I was at the gym this morning with my business partner, and we go to a little place. If you're ever in town, you see us, come say hi. Let's lift some weights. Let's have a good time. And while we're working out this morning, it happens all the time. People come in, I know you hear this all the time. I'm like, yeah, I know. I look like Danny DeVito. And then they look at me like, what? Now, of course, I know, I look like The Rock. Totally get it. I was talking with an older guy today, and he's like, wow, and he just kept, he grabbed my arms, grabbed my shoulders. He's like, man, wow. And as he walked away, you know, my business partner, he's been working out with me like consistently for almost a year now, right? And you can see transformation in his body and just his mindset around lifting weights. And we started to have a conversation of this long game and just how long I've been at it. And I said to him, look, man, I look at pictures from 2017 and 2018. I look back at 2015 and I thought I was big, and I was big. I've always been big. But I haven't been this like defined. And I'm not a bodybuilder, but I'm looking up the changes in my body. And it's like, man, it has been this game of consistency, like long, consistent, sustained efforts. And of course, my business partner says to me, he's like, man, I've been working out with you for just, almost this year. And I see how hard you go in the weight room. Then I see how much time, we're 60 to 90 minutes. And I love it. I love a good 90 minutes. Again, for me, it's therapeutic. It's power. It's meditation. It's spiritual. I love the Iron Paradise. And it got me thinking about just why is this so important? Why does this empower me? And it's empowering because I look at the way my body has shaped and the way that my shoulders and my back and my biceps, even my legs, we're talking about, I had this Achilles surgery almost 3 years ago. Right, it was kind of 6 months off. And when I started to come back, again, over the last 2 years, I look at the size of my legs, the strength of my legs. Now, what's the lesson here? What is the lesson or the principle that I can take and apply to my world? And then this is the one thing that most people are missing. Right, the one thing that people are missing, people get motivated, people get focused, people eat a salad and do some workouts, people will try meditation or try to study the Word of God, or they'll try to date their spouse. But here's what's missing: consistency. Listen, write it down. Consistency. And I want you to hear this like you've never heard it before. I want you to hear this like, wow, I'm hearing this for the first time. What does he mean? Consistency. What you're missing is a consistency to do something over an extended period of time, right? To do something over and over every single day or every single week or every single month over an extended period of time, which means the longer the consistency, the greater the result. So I've been lifting weights since I was 15 years old. Took 2 years off to go do a mission for my church where I didn't lift any weights. Right, I've had surgeries where I've taken 6 months off. I knocked in the summer of 2011. I didn't lift weights for 4 months, almost 5 months. But other than that, and other than the Achilles surgery, I've been consistent. And I work out between 4 up to 7 days a week. And now it's really about 6 to 7 days a week right now. And if you think about this, I'm looking at my body here, the consistency of doing this thing, right? Consistency is what people are missing. Because most people, let's just take a look at it. Most people can do a diet for 90 days. Or my good friend Andy's got this program, 75 Hard. It's amazing. People do the work for 75 days. They transform. But then what about the consistency? What if you were to lock in 10 cycles of 75 Hard? What if you were to lock in, right, 10 years of doing something? And that's what's missing. Most people can do something for a short time. 75 days, while it's long, it's actually short. 90 days, a 12-week season, even 1 year. 1 year is long, but it's short. So what if you were to just say, look, what if I just tried to be consistent? What if I strived to play a longer game and just know, like, I'm going to do the work every single day, and then I'm going to string and attach day upon day, turns into weeks, weeks turn into months, months turn into years, and years turn into decades. Now, how do I apply this lesson of consistency, right? The longer the consistency, the greater the result. Well, physically, this is one of the things I'm talking about. Like, I've been ruthlessly committed to the gym, to my body, to my health and fitness, because I look at people in their 60s and 70s, and it's like, oh, wow, I don't want to age like that. Now, that's not a judgment. It's not like, hey, you're bad. That's just me making an observation for what Setema wants. Spiritually, like, how is your consistency in whatever it is that you do? Like, as consistent as I have been in the gym, there's been a consistency in my spirituality over the last 8 years. Meditation has been a big part of my life. For the last 30 years, prayer has been a big part of my life. Worship has been a big part of my life, right? There's a consistency there every single week, almost every single week, right? I'm going to be in church on Sunday. That's what I do. That's who I am. We strive to read scriptures in my home. We're probably like 4 a week, not 7, but we're probably 4 days a week where we get together, we open up the scriptures, we read, we study, we share. Family prayer is a consistency. So look at the spirituality in your life and say, am I consistently moving in the direction? And again, consistency, long, extended period of time. Relationally, I probably missed 10 date nights over the last decade on a week. And I really can say that with integrity. Like, I don't miss date nights. My wife is that important to me. My goddess is that important. And a lot of our date nights now are like date mornings. Drop the kids off at school, get my workout in, and before she starts her day and before I jump into the office, we go to a place called First Watch, where I get the same thing almost every time. We know the people there. There's a consistency of the way we live because I'm clear about this lifestyle I want to build. So take a look at your relationships. Are you consistently showing up as a patient parent? Are you consistently showing up for your spouse? Are you consistently showing up for you? And then, of course, financially, I love consistency in business. It was amazing. I was in Denver a couple of days ago, just got home last night. And it's incredible because I step on a stage and then I speak. We got an incredible stage speaking boot camp, right? That's the name of the program, Stage Speaking Boot Camp. And we were putting all the ads and the videos together and just getting ready to teach people how to be great speakers on stage. And I've got, Gali, over 100 stages that I've been on. And we got all these clips and videos from New York to New Zealand to Australia to Hawaii to Florida, California. We were looking at all this and it hit me like, man, I've been at this for a while. I look at coaching. I've got thousands and thousands of hours logged coaching. I look at writing, like writing books, writing posts. There's thousands of posts and thousands of hours of video. So I look at the consistency of my business. I'm like, wow. And I ask you just to look at your business. Look at your marketing. Look at your skills. How consistent have you been? And look, everyone's going to say things like, oh man, it's too late. It's too late to start. I'm like, what are you talking about? The best time to plant the tree was 20 years ago. And the next best time is today. This principle of consistency, I was talking again with my business partner here, and he's like, man, you've been telling me to post on social and to go live on social for years, and I'm just now starting to do it. It's like, man, I wonder what would have happened had I just done this 2 years ago. And I get it. We've all got stories and it's hard, but I'm going to just have you consider what happened in your physicality, your spirituality, your relationships, and your finances. What would happen in those areas of life if you were consistent, if you put in the work over an extended period of time, every single day or every single week or every single month or every single quarter or every single year? What would happen? What would your body look like and health feel like? How would your spirituality show itself inside of tough situations? What would your marriage be like and the relationship with your children be like if you consistently kept your word and consistently did the vacations and the family reunions and you consistently had the dinners at the table, like 3, 4, 5 times a week, however, wherever your kids are at and teenagers? And what would happen if you consistently worked on your marketing, or you're learning how to write great sales copy, or you're learning how to have tough conversations and confronting things? Look, the consistency is what most people are missing. Because let's be real, like being committed in our language means that you're going to do what's required. Right? You're going to do what you said you would do, and you're going to take decisive action in spite of thoughts, feelings, emotions, and moods. And if you're really committed, then you've got to be able to be consistently committed. Right? You want to be the type of person who just strings together day after day, week after week, month after month. Because I can tell you right now, friends, that is how you become a master. That is how you become the greats of all time. And then when you become the master and great, this is where money pours in. This is where people follow you. This is where people trust you. This is where your word becomes something incredible. So this is what you're missing. And take a look at one area of your life today where you can be like, look, I'm going to go consistently show up. And look, I'm not asking you to go do 10 things consistently. I'm asking you to do one thing consistently. Just do one and try it on. And just take one time right now. Just do it. And maybe it's dating your wife. For some of you, maybe it's like, I need to put my damn phone down. I need to go put my phone down and be present with my children. I had to probably start eating some salad consistently. Maybe I had to start reading a book consistently, and watch what happens as you build a consistency into your life. You create legacy, you create results, you create greater happiness, and people will look at you and say, wow, you're amazing. And you'll just smile and be like, yeah, this is like a decade's worth of work I've been putting in. This is like 20 years I've been putting in. This is in 2 years I've been putting in on this thing. So that's it. Listen, if you are the person, but if you are the person who was like, man, I would love to get some real coaching and help. I want to start winning again. And you need some help. Like, you're just like, man, I love the podcast. I love books. I love these free things, but I would love to have a coach in my world. I invite you to join our Huddle, right? We have a number of different coaching programs, but look, join the revolution. Join this movement of prosperity and possibility and abundance. All I ask you to do is go to my website, www.setemagali.com, Setemagali, Setemagali.com. Go click on one of the links. Go do some research. We got the Huddle. We got the Circle of Champions. We got different things coming up, but I want you to be a part of the revolution because I want you to win. I want you to love life, and I want you to produce results that matter. Have a great day, everyone. I'm out.
This is your daily revolution. Living prosperity, we show you how to do it. There's no luck about it, we got the strategic blueprint. This is your daily revolution. You already know. And if you don't, then check my resume. Turning pressure into possibilities every day. We all can win and live our unique purpose. We change our mindsets and put the work in. This is your daily revolution. Daily revolution. Revolution. Your daily revolution podcast.